Part 5. Electricity, water and telephone bills. You will find this on page 52 in the Namibian Mathematics Grade 9 textbook, Y equals mx plus c to success. Note, the total cost is the fixed charge plus the usage cost, and that's the units multiply the cost per unit. Let's look at an example. The cost of electricity supplied to a house consists of two parts. There is a fixed charge of 120 and a further charge of $1 for each unit used. Calculate the total cost of using 200 units of electricity. Okay, so the total cost is the fixed charge or the standing charge plus the usage cost, what I explained there. So it's 200 units that they use, multiply the $1, and if I add it up, I will come to an answer of 320 Namibian dollar. Okay, I want you to do for me try now 5. You can stop the video, and as soon as you are finished, you can continue with the video. Okay, try now 5. Now let's just first read it. The cost of electricity supplied to a house consists of two parts. There is a fixed charge of 120 and a further charge of $2 for each unit used. Calculate the number of units used when the total cost was 540. This is a bit more interesting. So they are giving you the answer. Now, if I must, just to find that part, I will subtract the 120. So if I say 320 minus 120, I will come to that part. Now that's what I will do. I will first take the 540 and I will subtract the fixed charge, the 120. And if I then do that, I will come to an answer of 420. But now I want to see how many units they use. Now what is the reverse of multiply? It's divide. So I take the 420, and how much is one unit costing? $2. Namibian dollars. So it's 210. So the number of units used is 210, and that's my final answer. Okay, let's look at a telephone bill. The following is a statement summary of Mr. De Vries' monthly telephone account. Okay, it's August 2015. It's Susan De Vries. Okay, PO Box 1163, Otjiwarongo. So this must be Mrs. De Vries. Okay, so this is going to be free. The invoice date, just go through all the detail. It's 31 August. The due date is 30 September, so it was for August, and this is the telephone number. Okay, the previous charges, that was 206, balance brought forward 260, and balance remains 60. So it seems to me she didn't pay the full bill. She paid part of the bill, but there's still a 60 outstanding. Okay, so then the current charge is the product and services. It's 126.75, the call charge. This is the different calls. That's the total, and the total amount is this. So the total amount you will get, let's just do this, by taking the 60 plus the product and service, like the fixed charge, plus the calls, and if you add that three up, you will come to that answer. Okay, now if I look at my answer, they are saying, write down the monthly period for which this telephone service was provided. Let's just move up. It was in August. The invoice date tells you what month the account is. Okay, there it stands, August. Calculate the total call charges for this month. So it's that 270.10. If you add up, if you add up this, it's this one. Okay. Calculate the payment made by Mr. De Vries on his previous telephone account. So it's that difference. So I take that and I subtract that. And then I'm ending up with 230. Subtract the bottom amount from the top amount. Okay, and then the last one, calculate the average call charge for local calls. Now look, there's local calls. So you take that money and you just divide it by the amount of calls, 26, and that will give you the answer. Okay. I want you to do for me try now 6. It's also a telephone bill. You can stop the video, and as soon as you are finished, you can continue with the video. Try now 6. Okay. Write down. Okay, well, let's first go and look. It's April. It's Mr. Kariku. Okay. Moe Kariku. It's Mrs. Okay, and then this is the due date. It's May. Okay. Balance board. It seems to me she paid everything. She don't have any outstanding. This is her fixed charge. This is her calls. And this is the total amount due, which we can work out. So write on the monthly period for which this telephone service was provided. And that will be April. Number B. Calculate the total amount due for this month. So it will just be this one plus this one. So it's going to be 126.75, the basic, plus the 301.95. And if I add it up, I will come to an answer of, okay, let's just put the money in. 428.70. That will be 428.70. That will be that amount. Okay, let's move up a little bit. I think it's all right like this. Okay. Write down the payment made by Mr. Kariku on her previous telephone account. That was the payment. So what did she pay? She paid the full amount, and that was 256 Namibian dollar. Then calculate the average call charge for local calls. Local. So this is the total cost. This is the calls. So I can just say it is 22.40 divide 32, and that will give me an answer of, if I divide that, also 70 cents per call. Okay, that's a rate. Mr. Kariku monthly expenditure budget is 3,200. Express the telephone account as a percentage of her total expenditure budget, correct to 1 decimal place. So what was the telephone account? Can you remember? It's this one or that one. So we will just take that value and we will put it over her salary. What is that? And then we make it a percentage by multiplying with 100%. And that will give me an answer of 13 point, oh, let's just put that point better. 13.4, that's correct to 1 decimal place. Okay. Okay, let's look at another example. If we look at this one, the following is a statement summary of Mr. Shikongo's monthly water bill from Otjiwarongo municipality. Okay, so this is again, it looks, okay, this is your address and this is the period. It looks like it's the seventh month, and the due date is the 9th month, and how much was paid the previous month. Okay, let's just look here. Usually when you see the credit, that was the payment, distance payment, that one. Okay, so let's just start. Whoa, no, it seems to me I did this one for you, this is example. So it's that 800. Okay. Then how much money was still outstanding from the previous month? You have to subtract that too. And if you subtract, it's 92.90. If you subtract 800 there. And then the next one, how much units of water were used this month? Okay, now let's just look at the readings. If you look at the readings, it's just going to be here. 45. So if you take this amount and you subtract that one, you will get that 45. Okay. Let's just move still a bit up. And then this one, work out the charges that must be paid every month. Okay, so what will be that charges that must be paid? It's the 509.65. Okay, so if you look at this, it's the refuse, it's this one, can you see? Plus the rates, that 418, plus the 25. So that amount you must pay every month. And if you add up that, you come to 509.65. And then what is the cost of 1 unit of water? Now there's the units and there's the water. So just take that and divide it by the 45, and then you will see it's costing $11.20. 11 Namibian dollar and 20 cent. That's the rate. Okay. This is Cenerate. This is just electricity. I want you to do this one for me, and then as soon as you are finished, then you can continue. Okay, let's start. It's try now 7. Okay, now again, it's again balance brought forward, payment. There is the payment, so everything was paid. There is again your electricity. There's your basic fees, more or less like the water. So calculate the total units of electricity used this month. Now there was, let's just see, there was your meter reading. So you take that one and you subtract that one, and then you will come to an answer, and they give it to you of 950 units. And then number B, write down the payment made by Mr. Kaura on her previous account. It seems to me she paid, you see there, payment. So she paid everything. 946.30. And then number C, when was the current reading taken by Cenerate? Okay, current, can you see? And can you see the date there? So it looks like it's 2015-08-07. 7, okay, of the 8th month. Okay, and then the next one, number D. Put it up a little bit. Ooh. Calculate the total basic charges for 1 month. Remember, it was here. Where did we see? It's that values that we must add up, that 3. So if we start adding it up, we will say it's 4.27 plus 135 plus 35, and that will give me an amount of 174.27. Okay. Calculate the cost per unit of electricity used. What is the units? Can you remember? Where did we find that again? There was the units, and there is the cost of that. So we will just take that. Let's just 541.50, and we divide it with the 950, and that will bring me to an answer of 0.57 Namibian dollar per unit. Okay. What payment must Mrs. Kaura make this month? There stands the amount due. Can you see? So Mrs. Kaura, she must pay this month 715.77. That is the payment for this month. Let's just get it away there.